That's exactly the issue that the health workers, the porters, the paramedics, the nurses are so concerned about, because not only can they not manage on a 72 pence an hour increase, but they know that every day their colleagues are having to leave and get better paid jobs elsewhere. And that's just making the staffing situation worse. There's 132,000 unfilled vacancies. And they feel that they've run out of ways to try and get the government to listen to this, and that a strike ballot gives them the potential to say to government, you need to talk to us.
And I gather I'm right in saying that a deal has been done in Scotland where the figure is about 2,200. So, the difference between £1,400 and 2,200, not that great.
So the health workers in Scotland have been voting in a strike ballot for a couple of weeks now. And what that has done has brought the Scottish Government back to the table with an improved offer. So that is the 2,200 that you referred to. But it's also important to make the point that already in Scotland, before this pay round, people were paid higher salaries for doing the same jobs as south of the border. Yeah. So Unison has decided to kind of suspend the strike ballot in Scotland and ask members whether they think that's enough or they want to continue. But we really would hope that the Westminster government would act in a similar fashion, come and talk to us and put something better on the table for the NHS.
Is one of your problems, however, that when you talk about nursing staff and paramedics, for instance, they clearly will not go on strike in terms of putting people's health and lives at stake?
Well, there's nothing inevitable about strike action happening. We really do want the government to listen to the fact that this vote's even taking place and respond to that in a positive way. But honestly, the people who work in the service right now are seeing such poor staffing levels. They're seeing such harm done to patients. If you just take the case of paramedics, many of them are spending an entire shift outside a hospital queuing to try and get their patient in. And that means they're not on the road able to respond to other calls. And they're seeing that happen each day because there aren't enough staff, and they know that a pay award would make such a big difference to that. So they won't take a decision lightly to go on strike, but they feel that it's the end of the road, really.
Yeah, and very quickly, when do we expect the result of that ballot?
So the result of this ballot will come towards the end of November. So that gives several weeks now for the new Prime Minister, the new Chancellor, the new Health Secretary to respond and act.